Welcome to the Couch Perspective, man. I'm live here with my boys, my brothers, man. Sibo, DB,
What
what's
up?
happening, man? What's going on?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Hey, man,
I see that.
we up
We
in.
still repping every day. We still repping every day. We ain't went nowhere.
Oh, man, we finna get into that, man. Hey, luckily, you know what I'm saying? Not luckily, but you know what I'm saying? The segment this week right here, man, featured both of us, man. You know, so we got some talking to do, man, on our team. You know what I'm saying? Get out our feelings segment right here, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, DB. I'm gonna start it off, man. So when it comes out to the Falcons, I know everybody's seen the Falcon game. It's all over TV and everything. You see, we still repping the hat, man. So we still, we still in full support, even though we got, it was bad, man. So let's go over some stats real quick, man. Since 1933, 440 wins with 0 losses, man, when you're up by 39 points with no turnovers. Falcons have just broke another record, bro. So now it's 441. We led by 15 points with 5 minutes to go in the game, man. I think that's piss poor coaching. And I blame a lot of this right here on Dan Quinn, but I blame a lot of it on Thomas Dimitrov. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go back. Falcons like to draft a lot of, with Thomas Dimitrov, they like to draft a lot of white-collar players. If you don't know what white-collar is, go look it up, man. It's people who work behind the desk and don't work with their hands. You know, so they draft a lot of suckers out here. I think we need more animals, more savages, more beasts on the defensive line, offensive line. Name me 3 animals on that defensive line.
Grady Jarrett.
Exactly. So since 2008, man, when he came to the team, man, he brought a lot of trash. He drafted some good players, but it was some players that he wasn't sure of that are gonna bubble, but they end up turning out to be a good pick, like Deion Jones. He got he spent the bank on Julio Jones, but they say him out to be good investment because all the draft picks we get up for Julio Jones, it turned out to be no players for nobody else. So that was a good pick. So you got Calvin Ridley, the list goes on. But I like that offensive line when we had DB. You remember them big uglies we had when we had Harvey Dahl? Harvey Dahl in the game.
Harvey Dahl, yes, sir.
Yeah, so I want to go back to picking players like that right there, man. I think the culture in Atlanta Falcons, man, had changed. I think the mentality has been a lot of slow talk, a lot of lip dressing when it comes down to interviewing. These guys are laid back, they're not mad. You don't see, the culture in the locker room to me has been used to getting beat. That's why when we got beat on Sunday, when we was winning the game, everybody was cheering. I was like, hold on, this game ain't over yet. Because the Falcons have been conditioned to always say, we're going to wait to triple zeros on the clock before we celebrate anything. Because what Thomas Dimitrov and Dan Quinn just did is brought us back to the Super Bowl. It brought us right back to that Super Bowl loss with this loss right here to the Cowboys. When you up 39 points, you give up 30 points in the second half, it's a problem. So it's a problem with Dan Quinn. We brought him here to be a defensive coordinator. He came from Seattle with a monster defense. But why we don't have a monster defense in Atlanta? That's some of the questions.
Different type players.
Exactly. So I think it is that Dan Quinn may be a good coach, but he may be a good coach when it comes down to having a team that's already built. So I think that Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitrov need to ride out. I mean, I think they're done. If I was off the blank, he's a real kind-hearted person. He's getting kind of old, and he's real kind-hearted. If I was off the blank, Thomas Dimitrov nor Dan Quinn wouldn't have made it on the flight with me back home. I would have fired them in Dallas, straight up, off this right here performance. Because we already setting the season up to show that we're doing the same thing we did last year. Nothing has changed. You can blame it on COVID-19 this year, but a lot of teams out here still balling. All right? So let me get my last little take on this right here, man. So I think that the Falcons need to just draft. They got to draft some players, man, because it's always a hit and miss. It's the tale of two halves every time we play. We come out hard in the first quarter, but since Dan Quinn been here, our second half performance has dropped off tremendously. They don't know how to close out a game. That's one of the issues with the Falcons. They can't close out games. So I don't like the fact that Thomas Dimitroff still has his job. They both should have been fired last year, and it should move on to a different regime and get rid of some of this dead weight because, first of all, the defensive line is too small. You're getting pushed around at the point of attack. Like Corey just said, the best player on our defense is Grady Jarrett. But Grady Jarrett need meat around him. You need some bigger guys around Grady Jarrett. The Grady Jarrett is number what, 309, 305 maybe? And he a good player, but you need somebody with some beef. You need somebody with some beef. If that. You know? So we need somebody on beef on both sides. We got little dudes on both sides of the ball. So that's my take on the Falcons. I'm in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's what this segment's about. So I think Dan Quinn need to leave because I don't think he have a direction of the team. The team is not going to follow his lead. And I went to my boy house. I told you I went yesterday. I went to handle some business, and with my business or whatever. So I so happily one of my customers from New Orleans. So I'm out here working, whatever. He called me to the garage and says, "Hey, bro, come here, dog." You know how they talk. "What's up? What's happening, dog? Talk to me." I was like, "What's going on, bro?" He was like, "Hey, man, I didn't know y'all do campfires in September." So what the fuck what you talking about, man? Campfires in September. No, I'm just saying y'all was around the ball, had y'all hands on the fire at the campfire on Sunday. I was like, oh, God. I said, oh, you gonna do me like that, huh? I said, y'all play tonight now. He was like, man, but boy, y'all looked at the ball like you was hypnotizing y'all, man. Everybody in the world know that ball you don't have to go 10 for the receiving team to touch the ball. That's one-on-one football. So It ain't a coaching thing because each player know that. They don't have to be told to do that. And then plus, Dan Quinn called a timeout before they did it. So he's seen the lineup already. So what did you talk about when you went back to the huddle? When you went back for the timeout? Y'all ain't talking about too much of nothing. Y'all sitting around watching the ball. But I'm going to pass the mic because, DB, a Falcons fan just like me, you know what I'm saying? So let me get his spiel in. Go ahead, DB.
You done filled every part of the damn segment up, boy.
I'm mad, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm mad. Go ahead, bro. You got a little something? All right, let me ask you a question then. All right. What do you think? Am I wrong with the Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff assessment?
I think Dan Quinn is soft-hearted with Thomas Dimitroff on his draft pick abilities. I think Dan Quinn should basically tell Thomas Dimitroff to back the fuck off. You can scout the players, but let me go ahead and pick what the fuck I want out of the pieces of the bunch. He picked A.J. Terrell to me. He picked Keanu Neal. Everything else was Thomas Dimitroff. And that's what Dan Quinn need to be fired at. You need to be, if you're a head coach, you know what the fuck you want on the football field. You played the sport. Thomas Dimitroff ain't play a fucking lick of shit. He look like a goddamn good coach. You the motherfucker who on the field, knowing what the fuck you want. You're a defensive guy. And like I said, I hate when coaches get hired and they benefit off their head coach, Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll gave him the praise of it, but when he came to Atlanta, you didn't change the culture of football for us. Yep. We still got the same defense from Mike Smith days, and nothing changed about that at all. You still got those same weak-ass D linemen, except for Grady Jarrett. And you got Marlon Davis in here now. He over here rubbing his fucking Ben Gay with Shaq on his damn knee. With Mekhi Walker, it's damn slant route, and you over there chasing behind the man's jersey.
Exactly.
If you get these damn picks in the damn at camp, when it comes to the fucking game time, y'all all fucking nervous. Stop picking these nervous ass niggas. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say that. Nervous ass people to play football, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have your mind frame on one thing. And Dan Quinn, you can't do it. Go ahead and give it to Mike Zimmerman from Vikings. He'll show goddamn Thomas Dimitroff to shut the fuck up and get out of my face.
Exactly.
I pick what I want.
Exactly.
And Dan Quinn gotta stop being a yes man, bro. So that's it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna add one thing to that too. One thing I don't like about Dan Quinn is when players come from the draft to the Atlanta Falcons, he's so quick to change their position. Leave those guys where they at. It was a key moment in that game where I seen my boy, I love him to death, DeMonte Casey. He tried to go head up with Zeke Elliott. He was the last line of defense. Corey, hey, Corey, because Jalen Rashad got a piece of Malcolm Jenkins too, so he ran him over, smack over. So we're gonna get to you in a minute.
But your boy didn't want to get up.
Yeah,
your boy was hurt.
Yeah,
he was hurt.
Demonte Casey went in wrong on the tackle though.
He went with his head down.
You had the gap filled up properly. You just went fucking Pee-wee football on a grown man.
But then that's why I talk about Dan Quinn, bruh. Demonte Casey was a dog in college at corner. Rico Allen was a dog in college at corner. But you got these guys playing safety. But your corners are weak. Isaiah Oliver couldn't cover the side of a barn. He could have hit the water if he fell out of a boat. Man, he's not a cornerback. You got to see where the background coming from. He coming from Colorado. How many in Colorado and who they play? How many top wide receivers coming out that he playing? That he going up against? That's what I look at when I pick my players. That's why I look for
only Oklahoma,
ACC, or Big Ten. People who play top 10 schools. I don't get no cornerback from teams like Buffalo or Tulane. You might get a diamond out the rough, but I'm going where they play talent every week. Go ahead, Corey.
My problem with this is now the D1 colleges. This right here with the highly recruited, you get a 5-star, you get a 4-star caliber, 3-star calibers.
Come on, man.
So what's your mind thought when you drafting these players? Are you going down to the high school days, or are you just looking at his last year of fucking football?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're looking at.
What you just said. Last year of football.
His senior season, he's progressing every year. Fuck all that progressing shit. Nigga, when you start from motherfucking high school and you're a dog, you're going to end up being a dog in NFL. Stop trying to find that damn diamond in the rough and trying to make him something. It's hard to do that shit in NFL, bro.
Yeah.
This is not college, bro. You don't get that lucky time to win a Super Bowl. You got to go hard for it. So you got to draft right. And they got them draft these 1-star, 2-star players. And now you got a whole team full of them. And you don't know how to manage your fucking team now with all that shit. You need superstars. Julio Jones, superstar. Matt Ryan, superstar. Put them on your fucking defense and make a superstar.
Exactly.
Or get you a fucking offensive coordinator, head coach, and run numbers up. They should have kept Kyle Shanahan and should have Dan Quinn to me.
Yeah. Talk to me. All
right, man.
All right, go ahead, Corey. Go ahead and put your little seal on our team, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, get on these Saints, man.
No. You ain't got nothing to say about the Falcons. I got something to say about the Saints. If you could.
The Falcons?
I mean, you ain't got no comments on our game now.
For me, the Falcons the same team ever since y'all lost Super Bowl, so it ain't nothing different. Like,
okay.
Every Sunday, it's a great chance y'all gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all because of the coach.
Yeah. Okay.
He weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't stand up to his players a lot like he should.
Okay, well, I respect that. Then go ahead and talk about them Saints then. All right, you ain't putting a lot of mustard on our jacket with that one.
Yeah, either way. All right, man. We played bad football. We played penalty football. That's how we lost the game. Played penalty. You cannot have 10 penalties, 129 yards. That kills you. Every time that we think we're going to stop them, flag. First down. And that killed us the whole game. Alvin Kamara played good. Drew Brees played like he 41. He looking old out there to me. I ain't gonna lie, that's my team. I love them, but I tell the truth about my team. Yeah. Lattimore with the holding. Man, even Jack Rabbit was holding a little bit. I'm like, man, what the hell going on? Cameron Jordan, he getting pressure, but lately I ain't been seeing him stack. He ain't been stacking them hands up. He ain't been getting no sacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the Raiders came and played. They held the ball with the penalties. The penalties kept the ball in their hand, and we only had 7 possessions.
7 possessions.
That's and 5 scores and 1 interception and 1 punt. Yeah. Like That's terrible, man. Well, we gotta do better, man. We gotta shore our defense up. We keep talking about how good our defense is. Like, to be honest with you, they stood up against Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
but a lot of flags. It could have been better. Against yesterday, man, they played good for the first quarter. After that, I ain't see nothing.
Nah.
All I see was flags. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like my offense, I can't say we missed Michael Thomas. Still got to go out there and play.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't like how Drew Brees didn't go down the field. He did not go down the field the whole damn game. Like, what are you doing? You digging and dunking, man. Throw the ball down the damn field. That's why you went and got Emmanuel Sanders. He can stretch the field for you. Know what I'm saying? Then you can get Alvin Kamara out the backfield, Taysom Hill out the backfield. You can work your move then. Like, yeah, they ain't doing that. And, like, our offense ain't clicked yet. The defense did, but we took a step back last night.
What do you think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think, because they came out, the way they came out against Tampa Bay, they was motivated for that game. When they came to play them Raiders, they didn't look like the same team that played Tampa Bay. I know you just said that, but the team, the defense looked flat. It looked like it looked like the Raiders were playing at a faster pace than y'all last night.
Yeah,
Y'all had every opportunity to win that game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We lost it though. I ain't gonna blame it on nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
We just lost penalties. We can't beat nobody with penalties. That's straight up. Like last week, bro, we had 117 yards in penalties. We won, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dang, all these damn penalties. That was making our defense bad.
Exactly.
Play defense, nigga. Move your feet. Yeah.
DB, you got anything to add on that?
It's like they just missed Michael Thomas. I don't care what you say about, he ain't on the field. If you miss him, you miss him. Shit, and it showed with Drew Brees yesterday that he misses number one target, and that's it. With the defense, they ran the ball. How many times Josh Jacobs ran the ball? 27 times.
27 times. Yeah.
So like Corey said, they just played keep away from Drew Brees, what you supposed to do. If you're a head coach, you don't want to put New Orleans offense on the fucking field the whole damn. You don't want to play running gun with them. No. So they did right by digging and ducking the tight end Waller. Then they Foster Monroe had his first catch yesterday for about a 26-yard gain. And hats off to John Gruden for knowing that Thomas wasn't on the fucking field. Let's play keep away.
Yeah, yeah. And Waller, he got off of some unexpected get off. He was the only one targeted really on the Raiders team. He's the only one who did something. But the matchup was a good matchup to put him up against Malcolm Jenkins, who's a little bit slower going against tight ends.
I didn't like that matchup. To me, you should have put Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on him. Yeah. Malcolm Jenkins, man, he ain't looking like Malcolm Jenkins. I know he
he old, man.
Show me something. I'm like, what Von Bell is?
He old. And they said something. They said something last night on TV saying that the defensive coordinator for the I don't know his name for the Raiders, that he went back on some film that when he played for the Bengals and they beat the Saints a long time ago, to get ready for this matchup, saying that to keep what everybody want to do, keep Drew Brees off the field, will land you a win against the Saints all the time, and that's kind of crazy. He went way back. I'm talking about back in 2008. Look at some tape on Drew Brees. So,
yeah, that's cool, but for real, the penalties killed us.
Yeah, penalty killed you. Yeah, penalty. Yeah, 10 penalties. Yeah, more yards and penalty. You had rushing. So that was big.
It was about the same.
No. Y'all didn't rush for nothing.
Man,
on you now.
My boy had 76 yards, and my boy Kamara had 76, and Murray I think had like 40, 32, 40.
Okay. I'm gonna nitpick on you. Let's go ahead and DB. Who this next set? I got a sponsor, man. Go ahead and shout out to the sponsor. And
hey man,
before we get to the next segment.
Shout out to JKD Reeves, man. You need any electrical work, anything done, house-wise, it don't matter, outside, inside the house, JKD Reeves Electrical Company help you out. Master electrician, out of Clayton County. Need his number 678-818-3165. Number again 678-818-3165. I'll let DeAndre Reed. Shout out to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure when you text him, if you text him or you call him, make sure you mention the Capsule Perspective. You gave you the referral, man. Take care of you, man. All right, let's go ahead and get into some of these games, man. Let's run through some of these games. What you like, what you didn't like. We got a lot to talk about in the NFL on week 2. Buffalo and Miami. Buffalo went out here and not creamed them, but Buffalo won a game by what they won by 3.
Yeah.
About 3 points, 31-28. Josh Allen had a good game, 4 touchdowns. Josh Allen is playing, he playing lights out, man. 417 yards. That boy playing some ball, man. Ryan Fitzmagic, that's done. He's old, so but he's still.
But he looked okay the other day.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did. So that game right there. And by the way, man, Corey once again is the leading dog in the picks for the NFL NFL picks. He only had 2 losses this week. Me and Darren had 5 and 4. So give him his little props. You know what I'm saying? So,
I might need to start gambling on these games. I'm winning so much.
Yeah, man. But San Francisco and the New York Giants, man. What about these injuries in the NFL, man? With this turf, they had boy Nick Bosa go down, and you had Thomas go down. 2 big-time defensive players for the San Francisco. Even though San Francisco did beat the struggling Jets 31-13. What y'all think about this game, man? These injuries.
Man, it's bad, man. When I was looking at the game with my brother, it was crazy. It was crazy. We were just watching Barkley get hurt, and then Christian McCaffrey got hurt. Then, like you said, the two guys from San Francisco. It was just. It's like every channel, maybe like when the red zone was switch, it was another injury. Switch, another injury. I was like, man.
Yeah. The most
That's
in
crazy.
the NFL in 1 week.
I guess why it hit everybody so hard because the preseason was gone.
Yeah.
The preseason, then the week 2 is just like the preseason to me. So when those injuries get hit hard, then it puts a stain in the NFL. So hope Saquon Barkley get better, man. Like you said, Nick Bosa, Thomas. All them boys get back healthy and get back right for next year because a lot of contract seasons coming up too as well. So you already know how that contract shit talk. They smile in your face and then poke a little knife in your back, try to make you go pay lower than what you are supposed to get.
Yeah.
And Barkley is real big for him. That getting hurt kind of hurt him.
Oh yeah.
Because he can get that big contract next year. Now they can just stall him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. One thing I liked about I was mad and then I was happy, but I hope Raheem Morris is all right, but he was killing me in fantasy. And DB texted me and said, "Oh man, he out the game." I was like, "Oh my!" This dude came out the gates hitting 8 carries, 92-yard, 1 touchdown. The longest one, he had an 80-yard run.
Hey man.
Oh, I had to mention I beat you in the fantasy, right?
Yeah, you
were talking cash stuff last episode. You talking about cash now.
You had a miracle game, nigga. One player with a miracle game. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Aaron Jones, super baller.
Yeah.
Hey, DB. It's me and you next week, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Get your popcorn ready.
You won.
I owe you one, baby.
Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about.
It's up.
Raheem
up.
All right, so the next game, I know y'all weren't ready to get that game in. The next game, Pittsburgh, man, versus Broncos. Drew Lock went out with an injury. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Y'all heard anything how long he's going to be out? Is it something big like Saquon Barkley, or I think about 2 or 3 weeks on him.
There's no news yet on Drew Lock. I think they're still observing on him, so I ain't had no news yet.
Yeah.
I ain't heard no news either. I know Barkley out for the season.
Yeah.
I know Christian McCaffrey out for 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah. The Broncos a good team, but they got a lot of injuries, man. You lost Von Miller for the season when it first started. The defense still hitting on all cylinders. They only allowed 26 points against Pittsburgh Steelers at home, so that's good. They just can't score. I like the matchup. This matchup, I picked the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, because of all the injuries with the Broncos, but Broncos still held on in this game right here, though. Yeah, it was a pretty good game. Let's move on to the next game, man. We going with Indianapolis Colts, man. Tell me something about these Colts, man, that I don't know. I keep picking against them every week, and they keep showing me that they ain't the team to play with. So your boy Jonathan Taylor had 26 carries, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Dalvin Cook, once again, in my fantasy, man, and he ain't doing too. 14 carries, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. But the eyesore with Minnesota Vikings, man, is Kirk Cousins. No touchdowns, 3 picks. What's up with the Minnesota Vikings, man?
Hey, man, it should start off with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Speaking, let's go back to the Buffalo Bills. What Stephon did last Sunday was miraculous. Like, you can throw the ball up to him, he go get it. And Kirk Cousins don't have the person to go get it no more. Justin Jefferson is not that person. He's more find the open spot and hit him, like Russell Gage type person. But that's what the problem with Kirk Cousins is. You can't throw it up no more. You talk all that shit behind closed doors about what you're doing for the Vikings. But when you really need a Julio or Stephon Diggs or Michael Thomas, you don't have that right now.
So you're trying to tell me that Thielen is not that guy?
Thielen never been that guy.
I thought they were saying Thielen was better than that.
Others benefit off others. So I benefit off you, man. I benefit off both of my brothers, but especially with this right here. So if you can't benefit off the other receiver, then what is it to you? Now they're going to play double over the top on you.
Talk to him.
They double over the top on him. Now you got Justin Jefferson, who you don't know yet. And Kirk Cousins not a quarterback who's going to put trust in a rookie at all. And that's what happened right there.
That's real. Steve-O, you had something to say?
That's real. Okay. He just took the words out my mouth. Kirk Cousins and Jefferson, Kirk Cousins and Jefferson, he don't trust him right now.
Nah.
Yeah, so you see what happened.
So you see why Stephon Diggs was crying on that sideline for so damn much now.
Yeah, I see now. I see.
He quiet for 2 games of Buffalo, and he balling.
Exactly. He balled yesterday. We're gonna get to him I think we already passed him. So he was one of the factors in that 31-28 win over Miami.
We bypassed Miami back too.
So the next game we got Jacksonville versus Tennessee Titans. Man, Tennessee Titans, I don't know, man. Ryan Tannehill, that's what I'm talking about. My bad, y'all. Another home run by Zunior. If y'all watching the Braves game, we Braves fans too. So we finna close out these Marlins tonight and get this division.
Yes, sir.
But Ryan Tannehill with 4 touchdowns, man. That boy Ryan Tannehill. But one thing I see about the new Titans is they can give up a lot of points. They talk about their defense was so nasty, but they giving up points every week. They gave up 30 against Jacksonville. And then you got Derrick Henry, who had 25 carries for only 84 yards with no touchdowns. I mean, what's going on with these Tennessee Titans, man? I know Jacksonville, they really, I thought they were tanking, but they're trying to win some games. But
so let's get this understood.
The Tennessee Titans is predictable. They're predictable.
Yeah. Okay.
One thing
you know what they're gonna do. You know they're gonna run the ball, and then the defense. Just basic defense. Really, to me, their defense isn't that good. They added Clown. I thought he was gonna help out, but he ain't really been doing nothing either.
Hey man, I think the Tennessee Titans are a second half team. So, like you said, when Derrick Henry stats last year, all his stats were after the 7-game mark. That's when he started bulldozing, keep on bulldozing. When it's cold outside, nobody want to hit him. But right now, it's hot and humid. They can knock his butt around. Wait till they get to the mid-season and watch how the Tennessee Titans. They're the boringest team in the NFL to me, but they always come up with good results.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And I got a little something to tell you, DB. Corey, I know you'll be mad at me, but Yeah, Corey talking about getting that boy Gunnar Minshew on your ass now. He's talking about coming out with that Jacksonville team, the bus ships out your head this week, boy. Huh?
Man, get up out of here.
That's what he said, man. He said he got something for you, man.
Who the Jags play this week?
Hey, don't be scared now, bro.
Who the Jags play this week?
They play Miami coming up, I think you said, huh?
Hold on. Hold on.
Dolphins.
Hey, Corey, who you putting on the bench?
Yeah. Oh. He putting Drew on the bench. He putting Drew down. Yeah.
Hey, look, Corey. I put Julio on the bench too. Shit.
Hey, man, I just call it how I see it.
Yeah.
I just call it how I see it. I can't help it. I'm sorry, Drew. But, hey, I got to win.
All right, we got a blowout game, man. We're gonna run right through this blowout game, man. The Rams ran over the Eagles, man, 37-19, man. It was, man. What do you think about the Rams, man? Are they still a contender to go deep off in the playoffs? Cause I love the coach.
Hey, I see it like that.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I see the coach staying consistent. He got rid of the Todd Gurley, and he's still running the ball effectively too. So
Yeah,
he didn't go away from the run scheme with Malcolm Brown and all those guys. And then you got Robert Woods who come on the end round, and he's doing a hell of a job over there. So hats off the coach over there, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I want with the Atlanta Falcons. Next coach we got, man. I know you guys said Zimmerman. I want an offensive minded coach. I want somebody with a clip. I want somebody with that thing that they face, calling out them plays, man. I want somebody who's gonna have an impact in the game. I know defense.
So we'll look up, Chiefs offensive coordinator Andy Reid spoke up and said he needed to be the Falcons head coach.
Yeah, we need to get Eric Bieniemy. Bring him to Atlanta. Bring Eric Bieniemy to Atlanta. I won't be mad. You know what I'm saying? We need something like that.
Don't be surprised if we have the top 5 draft pick and get a quarterback.
Now we're talking. Yeah. If we keep playing like we playing, we're going to have the number 1 pick.
You talking about shit.
We're going to be real on Captain's Bet. We ain't going to hold no punches, man. We're going to be real.
You'll wake up, you'll be top 5.
Exactly. The Chicago Bears, who we play next week, man, who we play Sunday, beat they held off. They scored 17 in the first half and didn't score no more. But they held off on the Giants. The Giants, they beat the Giants 17-13, man. What do you think about that? I like the Giants. I like the Chicago Bears defense, but Trubisky had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The running game, Montgomery had 6 carries, 82 yards, no touchdowns. So what do you think about the Chicago Bears? All right, somebody we gonna have to worry about, Sibo?
Well, to me, their defense good. I ain't gonna lie, they got a good defense. But I believe the Falcons can beat them, especially in Atlanta. So, in the defense, the offense, to me, Trubisky, he playing pretty good football, but I still don't believe in him.
Yeah.
To me, he gonna be like Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I ain't heard no news of Khalil Mack yet. How the hell he looking over there? Is he noticeable on the football field? So
but who knows more than he knows is that big guy in the middle that we always get whooped by when we play him, and that's Akeem Hicks.
Yeah.
Akeem Hicks is playing nasty. He's playing lights out. Khalil Mack had 1 sack yesterday, a tackle for a loss.
Okay.
4 tackles. So he had a pretty productive game. You know,
that Ryan has to know is they're gonna have to start taking that ball to Todd Gurley and dumping them off on some screen games. Yeah, that's what Todd Gurley get rocks off at. They ain't using Todd Gurley right.
No, they ain't using Todd Gurley. Cause you know why? They got that sucker, that slick head in the office, in the bleachers, Dirt Cutter, who don't know what he's doing. We should never sign him anyway. We don't go backwards and get nobody who we didn't have before we ain't did nothing. That's another subject. All right, the Green Bay Packers, man, 42-21 against the Lions, man. This ain't too much really to say, man. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. You know, he locked down, he had 2 touchdowns this game. But the running game, Aaron Jones, whoever had Aaron Jones on the fantasy, they really did numbers. He had 45 fantasy points. So he had 18 carries, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. His long run was 75. Man, that Aaron Jones. What do you think about Aaron Jones, DB?
Ball, bro, ball. Shit.
Yeah,
No
boy.
superstar, but you know,
He did his thing.
everybody get their hand the cookie jar one time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, but I want to tell y'all something. Next week, well, this week, Aaron Jones will not run over 100 yards.
No.
Like I said, this week, Sunday Night Football,
Okay.
they play us.
Yeah.
He will not run for 100 yards. We haven't gave up a 100-yard rusher in 2 years.
This is gonna be the first time you do it.
Alive.
I
We keep
promise.
this streak alive. Man, I'm telling you, bro.
I
We
promise.
stopped the run now.
Okay.
Jacobs ran, what, 26 times for 85 yards, 86 yards?
If you don't have it if you don't have it on the ground, he'll have it in the air.
Let me ask the same one question. Why y'all do zero blitz the whole damn game?
Yeah, that was just weird.
Y'all crazy with y'all.
Hey, man, worry about the Falcons, man.
Oh,
How y'all let the Cowboys come back and beat y'all when y'all had that ass? All you had to do was get an onside kick.
Hey, whoa. We out of there.
No,
Let's
they
talk about
had no timeouts, man.
Let's talk about Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady put up 31 against the Carolina Panthers, man. Is that something to talk about or not? It's something we already knew was going to happen because Carolina ain't got no defense, no offense. They just lost Christian McCaffrey. They done. They fried.
Carolina Panthers will have what's my quarterback name from Justin Fields. That's gonna be their pick next year.
Yeah, gotta be.
Goodbye, Teddy Bridgewater. You had your 1 year and go be a backup somewhere.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns and that's it. So yeah, I mean 2 interceptions. I'm sorry, and no touchdown. All right, let's move on, man. Arizona Cardinals, man. We got on Arizona Cardinals, DB. You picked Washington, didn't you? I told you the Arizona Cardinals, the hottest team right now, one of the hottest teams, underrated teams in the NFL right now.
I was drinking on some Hennessy too, and I picked this.
Kyler Murray, man, playing lights out. Your boy Kenyon Drake had 20 carries, 86 yards. Kyler Murray had 2 touchdowns rushing, 8 carries, 67 yards. I mean, the boy lights out, man. If you can't catch him, you can't beat him. So if you know how to play, you gotta box that little dude in, man. If you don't do that, you're gonna lose the game, man. That's just point blank, period. The next game we got, man, Baltimore Ravens blew through the Texans 33-16. Lamar Jackson had an okay game, only had 1 touchdown. You know, they played a lot of good defense that game, man. Deshaun Watson don't have any weapons, so there's not a lot to talk about on that game either. You know, when it comes down to the Houston Texans.
Go get Jamar Chase.
Exactly. And then one of the games I seen, boy, the Chiefs versus the Chargers. That dude you got with that leg, DB. That boy hit 3 56-yard field goals in a row.
Yes, sir.
You can't teach that. That boy got a gift with that leg, man. That's how they won that game, through it with his leg. And Patrick Mahomes, you know, he came back and, you know, got him in the ball game as well. Clyde Elaire, he had an okay game. You can see they surrounded him, and, you know, they wanted to stop him, and they did that with him. So they only had whoa. Son. Hey, no, we get paid by our sponsors. Get out of there. What they doing? But the last game we're gonna talk about, man, Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, hold up. My bad. Justin Herbert. I like him. The Chargers. I think he's gonna be good later on, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be real good. I like him too. Him. But what you think about Russell Wilson with 5 touchdowns? And
hey, forget that. What you think about how Cam Newton played that game?
Yeah, he played.
I couldn't believe it. I was looking like, whoa.
Yeah,
Cam, he was throwing that ball all around the field.